Okay, so I've started with a regular number on the screen, and we are going to review our place values so that we can get into what a decimal is. So my 5 is in the ones place. My 4 is in the tens place. And my 3 is in the hundreds place. Okay, so this is what we've done so far this year. Now we can learn what a decimal is. This is a decimal point, and a decimal is any number that is in a place value to the right of the ones place. And you might be thinking, oh my goodness, I thought that the ones place was the furthest place value to the right. And the answer is there are actually more place values to the right of the ones place, but we have to use a decimal point. And if you think about the numbers 0 and 1, there are actually a lot of numbers in between 0 and 1, and we know this because we've been learning fractions. So the decimal point helps us show all of the numbers that are between 0 and 1. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write a couple more numbers up here, and we can talk about these place values. These are new place values for us, okay? So my 7 is in what we call the tenths. Not tens, but tenths. The 9 is in what we call the hundredths. Not hundreds, but hundredths. Okay, so now I'm going to rewrite this as a fraction for you so that you can relate this decimal point to what you already know about fractions, okay? So here we go. I can rewrite 345.79 as 300 plus 40 plus 5, and here we go. I have 7 in the tenths place, so I can write it like this, 7 tenths. I have a 9 in the hundredths place, so I can write it as 9 hundredths. So if we take this a step further, I know this 300 plus 40 plus 5 is going to get me 345. And now here's the tricky part. We have to add our fractions. I know that to add the tenths and hundredths, I need to make them equivalent, okay? So 7 tenths is the same thing as 70 hundredths. Now I can add. So 70 hundredths plus 9 tenths gives me plus 9 hundredths gives me 79 hundredths. Okay? Now this is super easy to add these together. And there's my answer. This fraction is the same as this decimal.